and welcome to the data aggregation section of the course. As usual, we start by importing Pandas as PD, NumPy as NP, and from Pandas import series and data frames. So you can copy this from your previous lectures. I did that. Let's start by talking about data aggregation. So data aggregation is part of data analysis. And in data analysis, the first step is we gather and prepare data. And once we prepare our data, the next step is to perform some group statistics on our data. That can involve splitting our data into one or more pieces. And then we compute analysis like mean and standard deviation on each piece. For splitting our data, we use one or more keys. And for computing summary statistics like mean and standard deviation, we use Pandas. Pandas has a summary statistics computation functions which will allow us to compute mean and standard deviation. And we can apply a range of functions on each column of our data frame. And that brings us to a concept known as split, apply, and combine. So this split, apply, and combine involves three terms: split, apply, and combine. So the first stage is splitting the data. So in this stage, our data is split into groups based on one or more key that's provided in our data set. And once the data is split, we apply certain functions to our data, to each group. So we have one data, let's say we split that into three groups. The next step is we apply different functions on each group, and that will produce a new value. And once we have that, we combine each groups, and then we get a new object, a new result. So that's the split, apply, and combine in short. Let's say, for instance, we have a list containing the elements A, B, C, C, A, B, 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 A, C, and B. So this is our data. The first step is we split our data into one or more groups. So we'll split it into a group containing S. So it will be group A will contain all the data containing S. So in this example we have 3S, and similarly group B will have all the elements which are B. So we have how many B's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 B's. B, 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 and B. And the third group will have all the elements which are C. And we have 3 C's. So that's the first stage, right? Splitting our data into one or more groups. And then we apply various functions on each group. It could be, let's say, calculating the sum of all A's, or calculating the mean of all A's and B's and C's. And once we do that, we combine our results. Then we get a new object, and let's call it ABC object, and that will have, let's say, the sum of all A's and B's and C's. So basically that's the term split, apply, and combine.